right, well, bathhouses and having sex at them used to be legal in Minneapolis before the AIDS crisis hit. Well, now some council members and some community members want to repeal that ban that was put in place in 1988, and they're at the very beginning stages of making that happen. Now, the discussion around the issue we're underway with two public hearings, one yesterday and one today. At this point, the effort is in its infant stages with a very long way to go before there would actually be a commercial space where it's legal to have sex. Those who spoke out today were mostly from the LGBTQ community, since that's who traditionally uses these spaces. The argument is that it creates a
Man. Yo, the world just keeps getting wild. Like, what you mean y'all need to have sex in a commercial space? Hey, what do you mean by that? You know? Like, how is that even important? Like, the AIDS crisis stopped it. It shouldn't have been happening anyways. That should have been a telltale sign. Like, hey, this type of behavior is indecent. God ain't pleased, and it ain't good for a society. Now they're trying to roll it back into effect. Man, I tell you, like, it's like every time you turn around, it seems like the LGBTQ community and just perverted heterosexuals are looking to just become more and more indecent, more and more perverted. It's sick, man. What happened to just doing things in the privacy of your home? What happened to that? Well, I know what happened to it. You know, when you let people feel like, hey, love is love, you could do whatever you want, they're gonna persist in doing even more. Like, they're like, oh, we don't have enough freedom. We need to not just be able to do these things in our homes, we need to be able to, do them again in commercial spaces. And I know there are gonna be people who say things like, well, it was legal before, so what? Doesn't mean it was right. We stopped it, we need to keep an end to it. But the fact that, how do I want to say this? It tells me a lot about society. It tells me a lot about our laws and how we work when we entertain things that we know are just gross for our culture. They're gross for the next generation to even know that this is legal. Like, children are rarely protected enough, right? So now you're gonna legalize this type of behavior. Next thing you know, they're gonna be wanting kids to come in. I'm telling you, it's always something with people who choose to not, for one, they choose to not honor God, but also choose to lead with their sexuality. Like, you're always leading with that. Like, there's something unbecoming about that. Like, there's no reason why there should even be a discussion, but it is.
Safe space to engage in sex with condoms and other items of
a safe space. It's always these words, these phrases. A safe space. No, you need to be home.
Available, along with education and resources. Councilmember Vita of Ward 4 made it clear this doesn't mean a bathhouse will open next week or next year.
This policy change will strengthen our public health system. Public health has evolved dramatically since the original bathhouse bans, which were issued in raids, fear, and shame around HIV. Together with new strategies like PrEP and U=U, we have the tools to reduce HIV transmission, and so our task is not to eliminate spaces where people have sex, but to bring people out of the shadows where we can give them the tools that we have in place.
There's not going to be a bathhouse on every block. I think that is the narrative that has been created here, that
I don't care if it's one bathhouse in one state in all of the U.S. Shut it down. Shut it down. Like, I don't think these people have an understanding of how cancer works, of how bad behavior works. It spreads. It never just stops. It's cancerous. This behavior is bad for society. It's not becoming. It's not. And to hear them talk about it in such a an unconcerning matter, in such a dismissive matter, as if the people who are concerned, oh, it's something wrong with you because it's not going to be a legal bathhouse on every block. We're just talking about having one here and there. And then this other gentleman trying to connect it to health and safe space and evolving. And we prove God right every day. I keep saying that. We prove God right every single day. No matter how much anyone tries to push back against the sacred scriptures. I believe in Jesus. I'm a follower of Christ. But for people who don't believe, that's their prerogative. But it doesn't matter how much you disagree or how much you don't believe. This type of behavior, this type of coverage and news proves God right every single day. Every single day. The heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. Who can know it? This is deceitful behavior. This is desperately wicked behavior we're talking about. You want to publicly, you want to be in public spaces, in commercial spaces, and be able to do what you should be doing in the privacy of your home. No, you want to bring it publicly. Bring it back, should I say. And that says a lot already. Like the fact that they got rid of it. Oh, he's like, oh, we need to come from out of the shadows. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then this lady is just trying to make it sound like, oh, it's not what it is. And then the guy before it said, it doesn't mean that we'll have a bathhouse a week or a month or even a year from now. May they never exist. That's my prayer. What? And all the things that's going on in the world, especially in Minneapolis. This is what's important. We're in trouble.
Get a bathhouse, you get a bathhouse, you get a bathhouse, right? Like everywhere. Because that is the fear that's happening in my community too. People are like, I want a bathhouse, but not on the corner where the school is.
I still have a lot of questions on this, and I look forward to the conversations before I make my mind up.
Now, the measure passed a committee yesterday with a 4-3 vote. Today's Public Health and Safety Committee, it also passed there with a 6-1 vote. That one no vote coming from Michael Rainville. So now the measures go to the full council next week for a vote. But again, even if it passes, this does not mean that bathhouses and having sex at them will happen anytime soon. There is still a very long way to go.
Let me tell you something. The way sin works, the way perversion works, the way a degenerate culture works is they endure so that they can get things the way they want it. Them keep continuing to emphasize, oh, it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. That's, in my personal opinion, when people talk like that, and rather than speaking matter of fact, in my opinion, they're open to it. And they don't have a problem with it as long as it's not in their neighborhood. Kind of like the woman said, oh, some people said, oh, we want a bathhouse, we just don't want it in our neighborhood. Why not? If it's so good, if it's so healthy, if it's such a safe space. See, people know right from wrong. They just don't want to have to stand on it. And of course you're going to have people who disagree, but why do you need to be having sex outside of your home? I'm telling you, this type of debauchery, this type of degrading behavior is proof of where we land as a society. And it's not good. It's not good. It's very unbecoming, and I'm not happy about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Feel free to share your thoughts and connect with the brand online at www.there'shopebrand.com. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.